And then he's like, we could go out. It's not about the money. It's just what he wants. Yeah.
He's a man that knows what he likes. All right, so it's safe to say none of us are going to be faking fancy Instagram stuff.
Yeah, so we're not going to be...
No.
Yeah. We're definitely not going to be doing that. And then another one now, this is... I was just sitting here scrolling through her photos. It's this woman who hates selfies so much. She started an Instagram account of her dying at famous landmarks. So they're just pictures of her... laying on the ground like she's dead, but it's so funny because I mean, here's one of her on a beautiful beach in Greece. Here's one of her at the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris that burned, right?
Right.
Well, she's there before, obviously, the burn, but she just, like, is laying on the ground. But the best part is, it's, like, some of the photos that they have of her on her Instagram, people are walking by and just, like, looking at her, like, laying there faking dead. So, her name is Steph, S-T-E-F, and then Dies, D-I-E-S. So, it's Steph Dies on Instagram, if anybody wants to follow. It's actually, it's quite amusing, actually. So I thought that was a fabulous idea.
That is good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the selfie. I take very few.
Very few selfies.
Me too. Never.
It's hard to get a good angle.
Yeah.
I'm literally the worst picture taker, and my friends make fun of me for it. They're like, in person, you're fine. As soon as, like, your face freezes, you just look like some alien person. Like, I cannot take a picture to save my life.
So, Margaret, any neighbor drama over there? What's going on?
Let me think. It's been pretty quiet. We had our annual board meeting, which went more smoothly than usual. In the past, they've hired an off-duty cop to come and keep the peace.
Stop!
What happened?
Please give us...
You know, us white folks really get our panties in a knot over the grass. It gets a real gangsterish up in there.
All right, so what is one thing that you have, like, the last beef? Like, what was it about? The roof? What?
Well, so let's see. There's rules about, like, what the HOA, like, repairs the HOA will reimburse you for and what they won't.
Right.
And, you know, people, the power goes to their head. And, so, like, there can be room for interpretation about, like, what's covered under our rules and what's not. Mm-hmm. And so if, you know, the board president, someone that he's friendly with, wants to be reimbursed for a repair that he did that maybe doesn't totally meet the parameters, he'll pay him back anyway. Just kind of like special treatment stuff.
Yeah.
And then other board members find out and they get real pissed, and it's a whole drama.
Oh, boy.
Like, there's so many men in khaki pants and boat shoes screaming at each other.
Oh, my God.
It's really something. Like, it's like WWE, but with dads.
That's
sensible shoes. Like, it's wild.
Oh, boy.
And I have to tell you, so for the longest time, our board, I don't know what I'm worried about. They are literally never going to listen to this. But our board president, can you imagine? If I go to the next board meeting and they're like, we heard your podcast.
We heard your podcast at the board meeting?
There's literally no way. So anyway, the board president is a polarizing figure. We'll put it that way.
Right.
A lot of people don't like him. I had some pretty serious beef of my own with him over the years. And, you know, I think we've talked about this before. When I get mad at somebody, I, like, go full FBI on them on the internet and find out, like, about the mole they had removed on their ass 10 years ago. Like, if it happened, I know.
Yeah.
And so I did that to him. And also because another board member had told me something about him that I wanted to know if it was true. Well, I found out this guy's name, his middle name is Shakespeare.
What?
Well, or I guess I have to tell you his first two names for this to fully be funny. His name is William Shakespeare. His parents named him William Shakespeare.
That's insane. Like, did they think he was going to grow up to be amazing and he's an HOA president?
I don't. He's fulfilling his destiny, apparently. But I was really mad at this guy when I found that out, and I just about fell out of my chair laughing. Like, who names their I can't.
I
don't
love
even
weird
get it.
names.
So that's one of the weirdest names I've ever actually encountered. But
yeah.
When I worked on the cruise ship, we had a little girl on. I think the dad was actually like the head of Harley Davidson, or he was somebody really high up in Harley Davidson, and this girl's name was Lily Sky Breaks Pluck. I will never forget.
It was what?
Lily Sky. So I think it was probably just like Lily dash Sky, and then Breaks and Pluck must have been her parents' two names hyphenated. Lily Sky Breaks Pluck was this poor little child's name.
That's a mouthful.
Right? And I will never I forgot, like, that was 15 years ago, and I still remember that little girl's name. Couldn't tell you what she looked like, but Jesus. Lily Sky Breaks Pluck.
Yeah, so that's all. People generally just, and then, like, some people on the board bought their house at the peak of the market. And frankly, now that I've seen what they paid for it, I don't think they'll ever get that back out of it again.
Oh.
That was a bad move. But so some of them, like, I guess, want to sell and move. And in order to try and get as much as they can for their houses, they're trying to make the neighborhood as fancy as possible. So they're, like, wanting to renovate the pool and, like, all this stuff and spend all kinds of money. And obviously not everyone agrees with that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our residents are older people on a fixed income. So, like, and they don't even use the pool, and they don't want to have to pay an assessment to redo it, and it's just, everybody gets all up in their feelings in these meetings.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
So I got off the board. I was on the board, but I decided it was better to be off the board, because then they can't yell back at me, because now I'm just a resident, so I can just yell at them, and they have to be nice.
Bystander.
So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to get into the next one more news story about social media real quick. And then we will go on to some stories Jen has. So we will be catching up. So we will be right back. Welcome back to Couple of Instigators.
Hi.
Jen's refilled her wine, so she's ready for the next half. So, you guys, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, announced that they're going to do this new add-on that is available for Facebook where you can do, it's called Secret Crush. And the only way, you can't see who clicks, they have a crush on you, on your friends, but unless you guys match. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know how I feel about this.
But isn't that how, like, the swipey Tinder works?
Yeah, I think so.
But,
Tinder, you don't know that you matched unless it swipes.
Well, but then how do they message each other?
Well, so you both, like, so if I'm flipping through and I see you and I like you and I swipe right, when you get to my face, if you like me and then you also swipe right, it, like, I think alerts you. Like,
that's right.
You like each other, and then you can message each other.
Right.
I think. I've never done it, but that's my understanding.
That sounds logical. But this
that sounds
one,
dodgy, Margaret.
So, but this one is like with your Facebook friends.
Well, that's what makes you uncomfortable. So is it like people who are like been your friend, but they actually have a crush on you?
I
like,
know
it makes me feel weird.
So I am like, out of all the things like to do, everybody wants a dislike button.
Yes.
Instead of a thumbs up, there should be a thumbs down.
Yeah, because it's awkward when like your friend's like, "Oh, my mom died," and you're like, "Thumbs up."
I know. Well, I guess. Now, for that, you would use a sad face, okay?
Yeah, at least we have the sad face now.
Yeah.
But, it can be awkward to find the right response with the given
That's why I like
choices
Reddit
right now.
though, because you can downvote Reddit stuff. So if I see a crap comment on Facebook, I don't want to give it any reaction. I just want to downvote it and say you're crap.
So what is it called? Downvote?
On Reddit, you can downvote. So there's only 2 options on Reddit. Either you like it or you don't like it. If somebody gets enough don't likes, the comment disappears. Like, you have to click an extra button to read the comment.
Oh,
and that's what Facebook needs.
see.
Facebook needs this is a crap comment. Move along.
That's funny. Could you imagine? So
You like Trump? Goodbye.
No. But wait, you guys, this has got me thinking of like a whole new level of social media now. So I did kind of want to get into this today anyway, because it is one of my favorite subjects, is people that go on social media and post the most ridiculous private stuff about them for attention. It's the most...
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
It's why I love to scroll my news feed. Honestly, I'm looking for that one person who is... Okay, when they're...
There's always someone that won't disappoint, too. Like, we've all got a couple of those friends who are constantly doing it, too.
Yeah. Right.
Do you know what I hate, though, even more than that? Are the ones that won't actually say what the issue is.
Oh,
yeah, they're the worst.
Oh, my God. This
Yes!
is the worst day ever. I can't believe, like, things have just gone. Like, this is just horrendous. And everybody's like, oh, my God, what is it? What's wrong? What's wrong? DM me. I don't want to discuss it publicly. It's a private matter. Send me a message.
You know what that
It's a private matter.
It's emotional multi-level marketing. You can't talk about it here. You have to DM me.
Yes, that's what it is.
They want to suck you into their emotional pyramid.
Or the hospital ones.
Oh yeah, I do not.
Oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, I don't want to talk about it here.
I actually have someone doing that right now on Instagram, and I just fully do not indulge it at all. I just ignore it. You know what? I think I'm gonna start just like thumbs upping it on Facebook. Like, thoroughly confuse them. Or what about the people who post pictures of them? Like, I have a couple girls that I follow. One of them I knew from high school, and one of them is somehow related to one of my mom's friends. They post pictures of them fully in the hospital bed with, like, IVs. Yeah. Just, like, looking sad.
And
they're like, another day in the hospital. Like, what are you doing? And the one girl, I'm dying laughing because she's getting, like, no comments anymore. Like, no one cares.
Nobody cares.
It's hilarious.
But my favorite, too, is when they just post at the hospital. Pray for, or say a prayer, and that's it. And everyone's like, oh, praying, what's wrong? Call me right now. And I'm like, why did you attention-seeking witch? Why did you post that?
Yep. Well, and speaking of, we were talking about earlier, people like faking where they are in pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And this just occurred to me too, because I did it on a smaller scale recently. I had plans I didn't want to keep, and I had a picture of pink eye from a long time ago. I sent it to the person and was like, oh, I can't come anymore. I have pink eye.
Shut up.
But
so it's always good to save that.
It is, but my point is, it didn't occur to me until just now. Are maybe some of these hospital people like hoarding pictures from the one time they were in the hospital and then like stolen? You know what I mean? Because this one girl I'm talking about is in the hospital like all the time, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
Can you imagine?
I think people are doing that. Look, if it would occur to me, I'm sure
but
it would
that's
occur
such
to these
bad
thirsty
karma.
people.
Like, that's people that make up like grandma died or something. Like, you don't lie about that stuff.
No, but people, like I said, if people are willing to do fake vacation pictures, why not fake sympathy pictures?
Oh my God.
Wait, can you imagine just like, listen, let me go run down to the urgent care.
Take a quick selfie.
Let me when you first walk in, okay, they have those masks on the counter you could put on while you're sitting there.
You could.
Yeah.
You could.
So think of like all the stuff you could do there. Just you could have a whole photo shoot in the lobby.
Oh yeah, you for sure could.
Yeah.
Stuck in ER.